Alright, y'all, since I love Yu-Gi-Oh so much, today we finna be ranking all of the shows from the OG Yu-Gi-Oh all the way up to Ark V because I did not watch V-Reigns with the whole VR surfing thing and Sevens just look trash. And for context, I like all of these shows, but obviously I like some more than others, so let's get into it. Coming in at number 5 is Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, which happens to have my favorite summoning technique, XZ summoning. And I like the whole number theme with the cards. You had the number hunters, such as Kite, who happens to be my favorite character, along with Shark. Then you had Astral being Yuma's partner, which introduced the Baryons coming to Earth. And you also had the Matherian numbers. Overall, this was a good season, but I just like the other ones more than this one. At number 4 is Ark V, which introduced Pendulum Summoning. And I love the way they incorporated the older shows into this one, where you had each of the older shows being a different dimension in this universe represented by that summoning style. So for example, GX was the Fusion Dimension, 5D was the Synchro Dimension, and Zexal was the XZ Dimension. Then you had different doppelgangers from those dimensions come into this one. Then you also introduced older characters from those dimensions such as Kite, Jack, and Crow, and overall, I love that aspect of this show. Smack dab in the middle at number 3 is the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Where we had iconic characters, monsters, and arcs such as Battle City, Duelist Kingdom, and the goated Silverware Calcos arc. We also seen the Millennium Islands for the first time. You got that fire-ass theme song, and this is a great way to introduce this series. At number 2 is GX, and I like the whole school theme where you had each of the Egyptian god cards being a different level in the school. I like the new archetypes that got introduced, such as Elemental Heroes, Cyber Dragons, Crystal Beasts, and I liked how this cast is more diverse and stacked, and basically everybody knew how to duel since you was at a school, versus the OG one, where the only ones in the squad that knew how to duel was Yugi and Joey. Plus, the Dark World Saga is my favorite saga in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I constantly watch it to this day. Plus, episode 1, you had Jaden running into Yami, which was fire. Then at number 1, you got the goated 5Ds, which introduced motorcycle dueling and synchro summoning, which was fire. Then you got Yusei, who's probably the most badass main character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Besides Yami, even though it's technically Yugi. Then on top of that, you had the class struggle with the rich versus the poor, and Yusei and his gang coming from the slums. Then they was over there repping they set with them being signers and having different dragon markers on their skin, going up against the Earthbound Immortals, and just overall, I love this series to death, bro. So let me know down in the comments, are y'all rocking with Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you are, what is your ranking of the series?